Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time doing another DC film review. And this one is on the 1989 film Batman. Now, as you know, Batman was a 1989 superhero film, which of course was directed by Tim Burton and was meant to have Jack Nicholson as the Joker, as well as Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne as the Batman. And yeah, keep in mind that the film would eventually have a sequel about 2 years later. Batman Returns, and would help kind of lead to the development of Batman the Animated Series and help influence modern Hollywood filmmaking and help kind of set out the right course for the superhero film genre. The best I can say after rewatching the film and going back at it again, it's more average at best, but it's trying to be what I think a Batman film needs to be. The premise of the film is meant to follow photographist Vicky Bale, who slowly gets to know Bruce Wayne, and we see how Bruce Wayne has to come face to face with Jack Nipper, who is meant to be a member of a crime organization, after falling into a vat of chemicals, ends up becoming the Joker, takes over the criminal organization he was once part of, leading to Bruce Wayne not only having to deal with the Joker, but also something with him connected to his past. I can see where the film is trying to do is work with what was given with the characters. Like, obviously, having Bruce Wayne slowly being with Vicky Bale, but it does feel a little out of place, and it feels more like Vicky Bale is more the center lead that takes things away from Bruce Wayne, because the whole point of the Batman mythos is more about Bruce Wayne having to come to terms with his parents' death, having to find hope again, and helping to give hope back to Gotham. I think the problem with Michael Keaton playing Batman is that he is trying to sound like what I think Bruce Wayne needs to be. He needs to sound like a bit of two different characters, but it feels like he's just playing the same character, not knowing who Batman is supposed to be. And I think the problem with, yeah, having Jack Nicholson as the Joker, it just feels like another typical Jack Nicholson role, just taking away what the Joker's supposed to be, an agent of chaos, a dangerous threat. At least what I think Mark Wahlberg got right with Joker in Batman the Animated Series, he embraced that role. He accepted it. He went full on with it. And I think the problem is trying to take away, I think, Joe Chill and making Jack Nipper Batman's killer takes away what I think made the Killing Joke work. The Killing Joke was meant to be a dark reflection of not only Joker's origin, but a showing of what Bruce Wayne could have become if one bad day destroyed Bruce Wayne and became something far worse. The whole point of Joker's origin in The Killing Joke is a tragic reminder that some people can move past things, others can't. They become part of the problem. I think what the film is trying to do is kind of make it more of a Vicky Vale movie, taking away what made the characters work in the Batman mythos. But I do give Tim Burton credit on his setting for Gotham, having this kind of more, I kind of think, a late punk era feel mixed with a kind of New Yorkish feel. And I think there have been towns or cities like this that have kind of embraced that feel. I think the problem is the film is taking away character development. It feels like it takes away what I think needs to be, and just feels like Batman confronting his parents' killer just comes off as a last minute thing. I think what made Mae Whitman as the voice for Katara work in Avatar The Last Airbender is Katara was pretty much out for blood when she learnt more connections about her mum's killer. You really get a sense when Dante Basco had to play Zuko. He had to show Katara that he was trying to earn back her trust. You really got a sense when Mae Whitman confronted her mum's killer. You really get a sense she had to embrace Katara being angry, furious, and at the same time going out for blood. But when she comes close to almost killing her, basically mum's killer, she realizes doing that won't bring her mum back. That felt powerful. That felt strong. You as the audience could definitely get a sense that that could have been a part of you that had something happen to you. The problem is, it takes away what I think made Batman's origin work. Some origins show Bruce Wayne had to move past what happened to his parents. But I think the film is trying to do is be there to be another superhero film, taking away key moments about building up Batman's character development, and just going with an actor who obviously had to play not only Batman, but two characters at the same time, not really understanding who Bruce Wayne and Batman are supposed to be. Again, is the 1989 Batman film bad? No. But it feels like it's just trying to do what it can to throw in things. It clearly knows that it has to be something to kind of give Batman fans something darker and edgier after the whole Adam West run. So I definitely think this film definitely deserves 2 thumbs in the middles. It's kind of alright, kind of okay, just being a blueprint to Batman the Animated Series and Mask of the Phantasm, trying to improve on what was given. So, Comic Book Reviewer here, signing out.